Hi everybody, it's Jessica. It's nice to see you. And I wanted to talk to you all today about something I've been seeing a lot of. Seeing a lot of very frustrated wedding professionals who feel that they have to defend their prices, defend themselves against a competitor that charges less, defend even their very type of business. Like all these brides out here saying, oh, why do I need to hire a planner? Or my friend with the camera can do that. Or I have a friend that can arrange some flash, whatever. They're feeling like they have to defend their business. And I see a lot of people making lists about their expenses and why they're worth this and why you'll regret not hiring them and all that. And I see a lot of frustration. So I wanted to talk about that today and give y'all a little bit of insight about what I think is happening and how you can maybe fix it. The very first thing you need to get clear on is what type of client it is you really want. Now, if you say anybody that's getting married, you're probably going to get a whole lot of people contacting you that maybe aren't your ideal client. Or, as I like to say, if you say anybody, you may get nobody. So right now, first thing you need to do is think about your ideal client. Who are they? How much are they spending on their wedding? Where are they getting married? Why would they hire you? Why are they hiring you? Are they hiring you because you're the cheapest? Or are they hiring you because you're the best at what you do? There's no wrong answer here. There is only the answer that makes the most sense for you. The answer that makes the sense for you. So figure out who you want to work with. Now, once you have a clear picture of who your ideal client is, and newsflash, your ideal client can afford your prices, so there is no need for defending your price, you need to stop worrying about everybody else. And in everybody else, that includes the not your client, and it also means your competitors. That means everybody else. It does not matter what competitor A down the street is charging because they're not you. And they're going to attract their ideal client. You want to attract your ideal client. Now that you know who your ideal client is and you're not worried about not your client and what anybody else is doing, you have to do one more thing that can help tremendously ease your frustration and give you time back to focus on your ideal client. And a lot of people may disagree with me on this point, but it actually transformed my business years ago and decreased my own frustration. So I'm gonna tell you what it is. I want you to just hear me out. You need to put your prices on your website. Let me say that again. Put your prices on your website. This will basically allow your ideal client to know for certain they're your ideal client. You're not going to get calls from somebody, I absolutely love your work. Oh, you're how much? You don't have to defend yourself anymore. They know before they pick up the phone or before they send you an email that you are someone they can actually hire. And here's the beautiful thing. Now, over here, if you have, let's say your minimum is $5,000 and you have a bride that's got a $500 budget, you're not coming together. It's not worth your time to try and sell that $500 budget bride on your $5,000 services. Don't bother with it. Don't bother selling them on something they are not going to do. It's a waste of both of your time. But if you have somebody that's, say, spending maybe $4,500, it's very realistic that they might be willing to bump their budget up $500 to hire you. But by allowing them to know before they contact you what your prices are, that allows them to sell themselves on the concept of spending more money with you. They can go and look, okay, well, vendor A is this much, vendor B is this much. This vendor right here is like $500 more than I wanted to spend, but man, I like what they do so much better. It's worth it to me to spend that extra money and hire them. Putting my prices on my website when I was a photographer all those years ago transformed my business and transformed my use of time and my confidence level. I knew that every phone call and email inquiry that came through to me knew what my prices were. They were more than happy to pay it. I was in their budget, and I closed so much more business. I wasn't feeling like I had to defend myself constantly or waste time on working with customers that just were not going to be a good fit for me. I urge you to do it. And even I understand there's some professions out there that aren't a good fit for this. Planners, florists, reception maids, there's so many variables. But you do have a minimum. You have a minimum amount of money that you will not get out of bed for to go do that wedding. And you know what it is. Put it on the website. Our prices start at whatever it is. And then you can go from there. If someone's not comfortable with your starting price, they're not going to call you because it's not going to be a good fit. They're not your client. So I am strongly encouraging you, put your prices on your website. Define who you want to work with. Stop worrying about everybody else. Tell everybody, educate them on your prices straight up, not why you're worth what you charge. That should be evident that you are worth what you charge. So be confident in knowing that you don't have to go out there and sell people on why what you do is worth it. So please let me know if this works for you. Give it a try. If it doesn't work, take the prices off the website. It's that simple. But give it a try.